Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about the Kriega T18. Now I've had this about 2 years and I've used it on many occasions, often in the pouring rain. I did a motorcycle trip through Wales, twice actually, and up to Northern Ireland, across on the ferry across to Northern Ireland, and it rained and rained and rained. And I have to say, this pack is incredibly clever because A, it keeps everything dry, and B, you don't even know you're wearing it at times. Let me explain about that. Firstly, let's go into some of the details. T18, 18 litres. So for me, that's probably enough gear. If you're staying at hotels, I could carry enough gear for 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. I tend to pack very light. If you've watched my videos before, you can see that I don't carry a lot of stuff. So probably at least a week for most people, probably 2 weeks for me, because as I say, I travel very light. What I like about this particular design is that there's so many different pockets and storage areas, and there's so many great things and technical details built into this. Let me start on the outside. Firstly, I went for the bright orange. They do other colours, but I went for orange because I was very aware that, you know, on a motorcycle, when you're wearing all black, that orange particularly stands out well for those cage drivers who are running up behind you and in their own world. So I thought if I wear this, then I've got a better chance. But what was interesting is that I had my 2 sons and a friend following me on a motorcycle as we rode up through the country lanes of Wales and up to catch the ferry at Liverpool docks before we went across. And they all said it was really good that they could, even though our distance had got spread out because you've got 4 bikes and all the traffic, they could keep seeing this orange flash and they were easily able to follow me. So that was really cool. So I quite like the colour. It does stand out. The other thing I really like about this is that, as I say, it's got lots of pockets. Now the big one on the outside, if you like, is totally waterproof. That is 100% waterproof, and it has this removable liner. So you can take it out and it's just Velcroed in, and you can clean it if you want to, wash it, or just remove it completely. For me, I found that I can pack all my essentials in there and keep them dry without any problem at all. Now, interestingly enough, they do say this takes a laptop, a 15-inch laptop. Well, I've got a 15-inch laptop, maybe 15 and a half actually, and it won't fit in this dry piece, but it will fit in the other part of the rucksack. So it will go in the wider bit here. So that's something to bear in mind if you're thinking about carrying a laptop and you absolutely want to make sure it's waterproof. I couldn't get my laptop into the outside piece, which is waterproof, but it does fit inside, and of course you then have this covering over you. So I've never found it to be a problem having the laptop inside there, but I just thought I'd tell you that in case you carry your laptops. The other thing about it, as I say, is not only have you got that waterproof, which is a roll top, you can roll it twice and clip it in, both sides, so that's really cool, 100% waterproof, is that the zip comes all the way down on this one side. Now I was just testing it a moment ago to find out, you know, if I could put my jeans in there, motorcycle jeans and other stuff, if I was traveling for a longer period of time. And for sure, having that wide opening makes a huge difference. You're not trying to stuff things all the time from the top, which you are with here. You can literally open up and load everything in. And it takes an incredible amount of stuff actually. My motorcycle jeans, I think I could probably get in there at least, you know, 2, 3, 4 t-shirts, some underpants and socks. I think I could probably squeeze in some sneakers, some trainers of some sorts, as long as they weren't those massive ones. Some sort of flat ones would be fine. Crocs maybe for sure, although you can always put them on the outside of your motorcycle because they're waterproof. So it holds more than you think it does. Now, the other thing about this is that once it's all locked down, I'll quickly do that on both sides. And just before I put it away, I should mention actually it's got an inside pocket as well here. And that's another waterproof one. It won't take anything much bigger than your phone and a passport and a few other items, but it's handy to have another waterproof area for smaller items. So, oh look, I've got some plasters in there, and what is that? Well, some other stuff. So it's quite handy to have that, and there's a place also for your keys or spare keys to your house or whatever you can put in there. So the waterproof thing is there, quite nice. I tend to chuck my phone in it or a passport if I'm travelling, and then you don't have to worry about it being wet. And again, it's got the lockdown on both sides. So put that all away, as I said, and zip it up. Now, this is probably hard to show on here, but I'll give it a go. What's really cool about this is that when you put it on, and bear in mind, when I went to Ireland, I had it pretty full, because we went for, I think, well, in total, we were probably 8 or 9 days away. And I just had this and a tank bag, I think. So what's really cool is the mechanism at the front here. So by clicking that there and tightening it up, actually, and it sounds so ridiculous, this, Kriega have done an incredible job. You can barely know that it's on you. And as I say, I've ridden and ridden and ridden, full of gear, and you don't even know it's on. And I've always been against rucksacks for the very reason that on a long, long journey, they tend to pull down on your shoulders, they hurt after a while, they hurt your back. So I took a leap of faith when I bought this, and I've been really, really pleased with it. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's fantastic. Now, to give you an idea of what it looks like, I don't know if you can see that on the side and then the back. As I say, highly visible and extremely comfortable. It really is. Really adjustable, so you can tighten these up. I mean, you know, I'm not the biggest of people. 5'8", about 73 or 74 kilos. I think I'm a size across the chest about a 39 or a 38, 39 inch, but it's fully adjustable and would take, you know, go on a bigger person, no problem at all. As I say, I've had it 2 years. It's probably one of the best pieces of luggage I've ever bought. And I've bought a fair amount since I've been riding nearly, 50 years. So I cannot really rate it high enough. The only thing I would say is that, would I have bought something bigger on reflection? Well, it depends. This will do me 1 to 2 weeks without any problem at all. If I was going for longer, and I am planning, and I've booked it, as you may have seen from a different video, I've got 6 weeks in South America. So I really don't think it's going to be enough for all my gear for 6 weeks. Now, we are staying in hotels and all sorts of things along the way, so it may be enough, because if you stay a couple of nights, you can probably get stuff washed and dried. So I'll see when I pack it all up, but they do obviously different sizes, Kriega. They're a great brand. I highly recommend them. And I probably will look at something else as well to go along with it. I've already bought these sort of, the bag. It's a fanny pack, if you like, in American speak, bum bag in the UK, which is really cool. And I'll do a quick review of that, although I haven't actually worn it on a motorcycle. I've just ordered it and just received it, so I'll do a review of that later. But as I say, the T18, great piece of kit from Kriega. Honestly, you won't go wrong if you buy that. So hope that helps if you're trying to make your mind up, and thank you for watching.